A regional trial court in Manila has ruled that former Bamban, Tulak Mayor Alice Guo is not a Filipino citizen, but a Chinese national who usurped public office. The Manila Regional Trial Court Branch 34 issued a 67-page decision on 27 June 2025, granting the quo warranto petition filed by the Office of the Solicitor General. The petition argued that Guo was never eligible to hold public office because she was not a natural-born Filipino. Having established that Guo Waping is undoubtedly a Chinese citizen, the court concludes that respondent is not only disqualified to hold the position of mayor of Bamban, Tulak, but also from running for the said position in the first place, the ruling declared. The court identified Guo by her Chinese name, Guo Waping, daughter of Chinese nationals Guo Jianzhong and Lin Wenyi, both holders of Chinese passports. It ruled that her Philippine passport and birth certificate could not conclusively establish citizenship. Respondent Guo Waping aka Alice Guo is nothing more but a usurper of the office of the mayor of Bamban, it continued. Her election victory and assumption of office do not cure her disqualification due to her lack of Philippine citizenship. The ruling specified that her disqualification took effect from the moment she filed her certificate of candidacy. Guo has been detained for nearly 10 months, facing a non-bailable charge of qualified human trafficking linked to the operations of a Philippine offshore gaming operator. She has claimed she only leased her property to the company. In March 2024, authorities raided the POGO compound in Bamban, uncovering 432 Chinese nationals, 371 Filipinos, and others from Vietnam, Malaysia, Taiwan, Indonesia, and Rwanda allegedly forced to work in scam centers. The site was owned by Baofu Land Development, established in 2019 by Guo, Chinese nationals Zhang Ruijin and Lin Baoing, Cypriot national Wang Xiong, and Filipino Rachel Joan Malonzo Coraon. All 5 are charged with qualified human trafficking, a non-bailable offense punishable by life imprisonment. Zhang and Lin were previously sentenced to 15 months in prison in Singapore for money laundering and forgery in a 3 billion Singapore dollars case. The court noted there were no records of Guo's alleged Filipino parents, Angelito Guo and Amelia Leal. It gave weight to testimony by Alfredo Cahanding, chief of the National Bureau of Investigation's Dactyloscopy Division, who confirmed through fingerprint analysis that Alice Guo and Guo Waping were the same person. Cahanding testified that Guo arrived in the Philippines in July 1999 at age 9, on an investor's visa as a dependent of her parents. Her birth certificate, stating she was born in Tulak in 1986, was only registered in 2005 when she was 19. Alice Guo has utterly failed to prove that she is a Filipino citizen, the court declared. It can thus be safely concluded that Guo Waping, a Chinese national, assumed the identity of one Alice Guo. The decision warned that such deception posed a real threat to public institutions and national security. Just imagine a foreign individual who was allowed to stay in the Philippines, was able to circumvent the law by posing as a Filipino citizen, it said. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian welcomed the ruling, saying it validated long-standing doubts about Guo's eligibility. She should also be prohibited from owning land, he added. I urge the government to go after those who aided and protected her. Foreigners must never be allowed to use government for their own selfish interests.